What's going on, people? Back again for another episode. Footy talk. Matisse is in the building. DG's on the way. What you saying, my guy?
I've never been happier, bro. I've never been happier. Do you know what I mean? This is hopefully just the start of something special, because that I'm still on a high from last night. Do you know what I'm saying? It was an unbelievable performance, complete from the first minute to the end of the second leg, last minute. Just the team is on bits right now. The team is really on bits right now, and I'm just looking forward to the Champions League draw tomorrow. This is what it's about, you know. Champions League, last 8. This is where we belong. So I'm happy. I'm buzzing, man. I can't wait to get stuck into it, bro. Details, find the details.
Man, we might as well go straight into Chelsea, bro. Like, your manager. I said it from the very beginning. I was like, bruv, he's onto something. Do you know what I mean? Rule number 1, don't concede goals. He's got that on smash. Do you know what I'm saying? And even when I'm speaking to Chelsea fans and they're like, oh yeah, we just need this and we need a centre back. I'm like, bruv, you're not conceding goals, like.
Yeah.
No, you're not conceding goals, and you're talking about needing a centre back, and that's proof that the system's more important than the players. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bruv. Them man done that with Thiago Silva, Mason Mount, and Jorginho in the stands, bro. What they done yesterday. That's ridiculous, isn't it? And the thing is, I think in the 2 games, maybe they had like 2 shots on target or something, bruv. I don't remember your goal, bruv. Mendy tipped one over yesterday.
Like one save yesterday, one big.
That's it, bro. In 2 games. Nah, it's fucking wild, bro. And that shows the way he's got them drilled, innit? And then I've got my manager coming out saying that he ain't got enough time on the training ground to coach like pressing and that, bruv. And your manager's just changed the whole system, and got you, man, just not conceding goals. Like,
a couple months. Bro, listen, when it comes to defenders, I'm of the notion that if these guys keep playing in the way that they're playing, you know, I haven't been Rudiger's biggest fan, Christensen's biggest fan. But if they keep playing the way that they're playing, and we keep this formation, which I think we should, because we've shown that we can play good football in this formation. It's not that we're just shithousing wins and we're not playing well. We're playing good football in this formation. He's got the wing backs pushed up as wingers, and the 3 at the back and the double 6s off the ball. Counter press is fantastic. Building out from the back is fantastic. Under pressure, you know, Atletico in the first 10 minutes tried to press us. We beat the press. If we keep defending with the way we're defending, we should keep all these defenders. And we've got, I think, Mark Gahey to come through from that Swansea team. He's been playing in the back 3. He's been brilliant in the Championship this season. And Ethan Ampadu at Sheffield United, he's been playing back 3 a lot and has been dropping in some good performances. Apart from those 2 coming in, I would keep it the same. Do you know what I mean? Rudiger's been absolutely incredible. Brother's moving like a demon. He's got something in his eyes, bro. I've never seen this, because for me, I've always questioned his ability, even his character at times. But he's now starting to show that, he's not on a mess about him.
And he's confident, bruv. I see him winding up their players yesterday and everything, blood. And I was thinking, he's getting into their heads and everything. He was moving mad yesterday.
Got someone sent off. You know what I mean?
Bruv. He's getting into man's heads and that, bro. Like, proper shithousery, bro. Yeah,
picking up the ball and going on runs as well, bringing it out from the back. I think Zuma in the middle of the back 3, I was very worried about him, because I think the middle of the back 3, you want your ball playing centre back there. You want your guy with elite concentration and positioning. That's not what I associate with Zuma. Zuma's more of a high line recovery defender, got pace.
I don't rate him, bruv. I've always rated Rudiger over him, but most Chelsea fans rate Zuma over Rudiger, and I don't know why, innit? And it's a weird one. I've always said Rudiger's better than him. I might have been like, nah, Zuma, but Zuma looks like he's just got a mistake in him at all times, bro. He just reminds me of Phil Jones, blood.
They all do. Even Rudiger's got a mistake in him as well, you know? But now that we got a proper manager, the mistakes are gone. This is my thing. Before Thiago Silva came in, I never really said I'm going to pick my favourite or best centre-back, because they've all got mistakes. Zuma positionally against Southampton for the Minamino goal, he let him through. Rudiger can be a bit clumsy and clashy at times, but Tuchel's got them playing in a way where they're just unstoppable. And when he came in, he said, I want this team difficult to beat. I didn't know how literal he was going to be with that statement. Like,
2 goals conceded in 13 games is wild, bro.
Wild.
Like, once you sort out scoring goals at the other end consistently, you're going to be a very hard team to beat, bruv.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I keep saying it. I mean, we need to, like I said, we need to finish top 4. We need to try and do as much as we can in these cup competitions, whether it be Champions League and FA Cup. And then we need to go all out to try and bring Erling Haaland in. You know, I know he's favourite to go Man City, but if Man City can take Harry Kane, Do you know what I mean? And we can go and get him. I'm happy. We need to get a deadly guy up front. We could have won by more goals, to be honest. I mean, when Callum Hudson-Odoi came on, I was a bit annoyed that he wasn't clinical in the final third. He was messing around with a few of the counter-attacks and, you know, and whatnot. But yeah, there's not much to complain about at all, if anything, because it was just from start to finish, the performance was incredible. And the manager, as long as the team's creating chances, and then you can't really say to the manager, yo, why are they not taking them? Because that's up to them now to take their chances. He's got strikers. You know, Werner's banged in how many goals in the Bundesliga. It's up to him to finish his food. Ziyech got a goal. We need to see more consistency from him. Kai, his finishing against Leeds, that needs to improve. Everybody's finishing needs to improve. I keep saying it. There's no out-and-out striker who's taken the mantle and said, yo, this is my position. But when it comes to the defense, what a manager can organize, the way that the team are in terms of their shape, their average positions on a football pitch, and the way that they are off the ball and on the ball with their counter press and their press resistance, he's been incredible. Everything is you can see everything is moving in motion. It's done to a T. So now it's just about finishing because he's done everything else. He's sorted out back to front the team. They just need to go and finish the chances. Now that's it.
What's up with your guy Hudson-Odoi? Because I was saying to the guys yesterday when I was doing the watch along, when he was coming up like 14, 15 years old, obviously man's from London, bare people were telling me about this youth. Look at this guy, showing me videos. Man look bare exciting, bro. The guy looked like what Jadon Sancho looks like now. And now when I watch him play, bro, he's not even a shadow of that, bro. He looks devoid of confidence. He's not trying to take people on no more. Like, he used to have mad skills and flair and excitement. And now when I watch him, I don't understand what's happened, bro. Like, I'm just not impressed, bro. Like, even when he came on yesterday, he had times where he's isolating his defender. And I'm thinking, bro, just go at him.
Yeah.
And he's just cutting in, trying to shoot. And I'm like, bro, like, you're not going to score goals in the Champions League, like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to have a bit more about you. I don't know what the hell's happened. Someone said that he had a bad injury or something.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He had a massive ACL, I think it was, when he was on. He broke into the team under Sarri. Did bits, you know, great run in the Europa League. Did really well. Did all the things that you're mentioning, taking players on, being aggressive on the ball. But then got that massive injury, and it's taken him a long time to not only get fit, but then gain his confidence back and really, you know, start to trust his legs again, where he's going to really give you that extra 5% that you're talking about and be daring on the ball. 1v1, he hasn't been his old self in terms of, you know, 1v1, going at people, electric pace, skills, and ripping people apart. I remember when he turned up pre-season with Bellerin in Australia, absolutely tore him up. It was dirt on a track, like it was mad. But to be honest, you know, he's very up and down at the moment. He was good towards the back end of Lampard's stint. Him and Mason Mount was probably the top two players. Under Tuchel, he's been good. He's played right wing back. He's moved to wing. He's very up and down. But I don't know. I'm still very patient with him. I think he's only 20 years old. So I think 100% now. You'd say this season, you know, it's not the greatest output from a goals and assists wise. Obviously, Lampard shagged him a little bit with the minutes at times. But next season now, I want him to kick on and show what you're talking about, which is that last hurdle of being daring on the ball 1v1, going at people and destroying people. But his metrics, his underlying metrics are still good from what I've seen. You know, it's in terms of his final third passing into the box. Last night was very disappointing because I expected him in the final third last night to be a bit more decisive. He was scuffing at chances and whatnot, but he's usually, for the most part, being very good under Tuchel. So he's not a negative for me right now.
Yeah, like when I was watching him, I was like, bruv, you're not showing me any reason why I would even start you ahead of Mount. Like when I was looking at it, because from what I know of him, he's a tricky, direct, wide player, and he looks to be playing very safe at the moment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's like
he has been a bit more safer.
And it's like, bruv, that ain't gonna get you in the team right now. Like yesterday, I saw Pulisic come on, and he looked like he was trying so hard, to make an impact, that he was almost shagging himself, blood. Because I rate him, but he was rushing everything. You know the ones, and he just looked like, yo, like these men are playing well right now, blood. Like if I don't do something now, I might not get a game in it. And that's the kind of competition you want in your team, bruv. You want man to know that if I don't perform today, I'm not playing next week, innit?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
and that's what the manager's brought in.
Yeah, the thing is with Hudson Odoi is he was brilliant against Everton in the 2-0 win. Havertz was really good that day as well. Didn't get the goal or assist, but he was good. And in that first goal for the build-up, Hudson Odoi did a really good run, turned a couple man and slid it in behind for, I think, Alonso. So he you know, against Everton a couple weeks ago, he was very good. Then he didn't play the last game in the Premier League, which was a bit of a surprise. And then now he's coming back into it again. So he's in and out the team. Obviously, everybody saw he got pulled against Southampton. So it's a little bit up and down. But one thing I do know is Tuchel rates him very highly. Definitely believes in his ability. I mean, when Tuchel came in, Hudson Odoi was in every single starting 11. He was playing right wing back and he was starting every game. So I think if there's any manager who's going to get the best out of him, it's going to be Tuchel. So I'm quite I think the injury, I agree. I think the injury stagnated him a little bit. He's a little bit up and down, but I'm very confident. He's got a lot of ability, that boy.
Yeah, man. What's your DG? What's your thing with Hudson Odoi? Because the mad thing is, the one thing I've seen about football is, like you see these young G's, and you're someone who watches the youth team at Arsenal, bro. Like the jump from youth football to men's football is gigantic, bro.
You say it 100 times, fam, and this is what people need to understand. You know, doing it at youth level, many can do it. Many are goal scorers, many are 1v1 demons, many defenders are elite. But as you know, making that step is a massive jump. And obviously, we live in a day and age, a man can do something in 30 seconds is clipped up. He's a wonder kid. Everybody's an expert. So I do think fans don't give a man time. Fans really underestimate, like you said, how big the jump is, how actually hard the Premier League and these leagues are to play in. And also, the man, they are human. It's not easy. We don't always know what they're doing behind closed doors. Like, I know for a fact there's a couple young players out there that get criticized for certain things by fans, and they're actually telling me and kind of showing me with evidence they're working on these 1v1s, they're working to improve. So it's difficult for Callum Hudson-Odoi. I was watching when he beat Arsenal in the FA Youth Cup. He's everything Matisse said about him. He's elite, he's all of these things, but you get to the point now in a healthy way, you're not special now. Your talent has got you there, your ability has got you there. It's now to show it. I've liked what I've seen from him under Thomas. He's played well. Matisse made a great point in that it hasn't all been wavy. Sometimes he's got clipped, and you know that happens. You're not doing the job, you get axed. I think he's got the potential there, but it's just the final third now. It's just all the time now. You see, obviously the game was done by the time he kind of came on, but just making sure you've scored and you've got a little something on the score sheet and things like that is what he needs to get at. And it's just about consistency. I do think Chelsea could look to feed him more, because I have watched a bit of Chelsea under Thomas Tuchel, and at times it's a bit like that Pepe thing when a man's in space and he's not always being hit, and you can, you know, 1v1 demon, you don't want to play against him as a fullback. It's just the end product, man. It's just the end product. And what he's got to now deal with is people know you're fast, people know you're strong. So not all the time doing the same things, making sure you're good in tight spaces and things like that. I think he's got it in him. I think he's clearly an intelligent lad, because he's done the wing back thing. Arguably, he's, you could say to a degree, you know, he's ahead of Reece James in that wing back role. Obviously, depending on the games and the dynamics, you got to change things up. But I like him, man. I just feel he's been extremely hyped, a bit like a couple of Arsenal young players. You know, he's being proclaimed as a god. I can't lie, I've hyped him as a lot. I still think he's got ability, but he's got to show it, man. He's got to look at someone like Bukayo Saka as how to do it. Obviously, I've got to plug my Arsenal ones here.
No, 100%, bro. He's the only player right now. He's the only player right now that you can say out of all of them that got the gas here, that cemented his place in the starting 11 every week.
Maybe Phil Foden as well, isn't it?
But Phil's been getting the hype for a minute.
His thing is different.
Do you know what I mean? But Saka, like, what? Before last season, I didn't even know who he was.
And now he's not even looking at him as a young player anymore. He's just you're in the team because you're good and we need you. And it's to the point now, Arsenal rely on him too much. Like, again, I know he's got a bit of problems with his hamstring and hopefully there's nothing serious, but we should, in a healthy way, we shouldn't be crying over that. It shouldn't be significant. And he's now showing the club up. Obviously, saved us a bag of money. He's got the number 7. And what I like about Saka is he plays the game simple. You look at a lot of these young players at all our clubs. Yeah, they can do a million skills, but can you do it and affect the game? People don't understand it's a thinker's game. And at some point, you get into that dynamic where they know what sort of is. You see it with young centre halves. They're physically stronger and faster than everyone. When you're going against grown men, you can't rely on these things. And I just feel fans just need to take it easy, fam. That's it.
But this is the thing, bro. And that is the difference, bro. You see, when you're playing youth football, them weapons get taken away from you when you play men's football, blood. You have to almost learn the game again, bro. You know the ones, unless you're extra special, bruv, like the Messis and that, you can come in the game at 17 and just be megging man like you was megging the youths, blood.
Do you know
like,
what it is as well?
Not everyone can do that.
Not to cut you off, Rants, say, but like you said it there. Another point is obviously I don't feel professional footballers, and I think this is one criticism for Reece James. I like him a lot, but I've been on this. It's like he's not clocking that he's playing professional football. It's like you might do a sloppy pass or you might not affect the game, and it's not an oh well thing, but you're not deep in the ramifications of it. Where you know, if you do that and the other team counter attack, like Trippier yesterday, everybody's looking at you, and I think that's one thing young players need to learn. Man, it's not it's a job now. This is as real as it gets, and I think people just hold on to this thing. You're special. You're a good footballer. You got potential, bro. I look at it as you're there because you got potential. Now go out and show it. You're not doing the job. F off. It's as simple as that. That's how ruthless football is.
And that's how it needs to be, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've watched it, and most of the guys at Man United, don't get it twisted. Because of United's heritage in football, most of these youth players get overhyped. So most of them are dead. Let's not get it twisted. You know them ones. They hyped up to Heath Chong. He ain't coming back. You know them ones there. There's bare these man, they're not coming back. As soon as they touch men's football, to Heath Chong, bruv. He's playing in like Belgium now or Germany or something.
I think he's in Germany
with the Afro.
Yeah, with the throw, blood. Them man were going on like Snoop Dogg on the right wing and that, blood, like he was gonna do a Mazzolini, bro. He's gone. He's
next
dead.
Marcelo. Remember when he had that game at left back? When he had that game at left back, they said he was the next Marcelo.
He's whack, bro.
He just physically don't look on it right now. He needs to hit the gym a couple times.
Listen, just because you move to man in the youth team, it don't mean nothing. Because you know what? Most of the guys that thrive in the youth team are the guys that are physically more developed than the other players. That's all it is.
Yeah.
The guys that thrive tend to be the guys that are better athletes, not necessarily the better footballers, bro.
100.
You know what I'm saying? And when you come into men's football and everyone's an athlete and everyone's on the protein shakes,
you need
peak, fam. That's it. You need the smarts, bro. That's what's going to help you survive in the big leagues.
100.
And that's why a lot of players are struggling, bro. Do you know what I mean? The weapons that you could use, which tended to be your physical weapons, against people your age, you can't use them against big men. You can't use them.
Mentality as well. Like, with all due respect, and not to sound outdated, but some of these guys are good footballers, but they're soft. Like, we've been, all these guys got abilities, all of their hard, but it's a mentality thing. It's a hunger thing, and you can't always know about a young player's mentality until you obviously see him. But people underestimate just mentally how on it you have to be. So everyone's got potential, man. It's about the brain.
So of course, and not only that, how do you react when things aren't going your way?
100%.
You know them ones, because you know what it is. You see, along with a lot of these youths, blood, they used to having it their own way every week, blood. You know, when they're playing against man their age, they know they're the best player on the pitch before the whistle blows.
They've been ripping them same man for about 10 years or whatever. They've been growing up.
Brother, what? They know everyone in the circuit. I've been begging these man for 5, 6, 7 years, blood. Every time I see them, I got their number. You know them ones. I watched Mason bag a hat trick against Chelsea's youth team, and I was like, "Yo, my man's arrived," and that. And then
that was a mad performance.
This season, he's had a hard time. Do you know what I mean? Because he's quick in youth football, but in men's football, he's not quick. You know them ones there, and that's the difference, bro. You can be quick playing against your age group, but when you're playing against these elite athletes, bro, the pace thing's not gonna work. So now you got to try something else. You know them ones, and that's what man's starting to see now. Also, you're banging bare goals in the youth team because man's letting you take the pens and the free kicks. Now you're not on the set pieces because you're a little man in the big team. So now you got
mentality. Like
you got to earn your stripes.
The balls have to be big enough to say I'm taking this today, and some man get scared.
That's it. You have to earn your stripes. When the free kick comes, you're fourth in line now because you're in a new team. You know them, man. So you can't get your confidence from scoring a free kick or scoring a penalty because you're not on them. That's it. So how do you keep that motivation? How do you keep that confidence up when no one's passing you the ball because they don't trust you yet? You know them ones. How do you
start saying, "Give me the effing ball"? Like, simple.
That's it. That's when you have to put it on man and say, "Yo, give me the ball. Get in their face." Mason wasn't doing that.
Look at Bellingham like the other day against Sevilla when they won. He's sticking on the hoot at the end of the game, even though they won. He's like, "Bro, I was there. Pass man the ball." Like, he's that. Shout out to Bellingham as well. Another one.
He made a very good career move.
Bro, he's done the right thing.
Because he could have gone to Man United.
Them man and done a madness.
Yeah, he could have gone to Man United, but I think his agent must have had a word and said, "Listen, same with Erling Haaland. He could have done a madness and come straight to Prem from Salzburg. Said, listen, go to Dortmund, they are forever pushing the young players there.
And United brought out all the tricks as well. They had Sir Alex Ferguson buttering it up and bringing them and stuff like that. But and even before that, like he must have been at Brum. But you know, he's been a baller. There must have been several times. Your club, my club. They probably tried to buy him, man.
Yeah, probably. Chelsea are always one to be going after them young players. You know what I'm saying? But Bellingham's smart, man. He's gone to Dortmund. He was always going to get his chance there. And look at him now, thriving. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about career choices as well. Do you know what I mean? You got to make the right decisions as a young player. You have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Away from the hype as well and the nonsense, fam.
True,
like, it's not healthy, bro. I'm sure at United you see it. Arsenal, I definitely see it in you, man. You know, you've seen it with Mount. Every game, 1 minute you're there, the Messiah, they're the bee's knees. The club has to be everything in their image. The next week, these men are overrated. And it sounds sad, but these footballers mentally, they just have to get with it, man. They have to just get with it.
Bro, every single interview question at one point for Lampard and then Tuchel was about Mason Mount. Every single question. This country, they overdo it. When it comes to saturation, bro, it's oversaturated when it comes to talking about these young players. 100%. Bellingham goes out to Dortmund, you don't hear a peep.
Sandro, imagine if Sandro was playing week in, week out in the Prem, how unhealthy that'd be. He'd score a madness 1 week, the other they call him crap.
But they're already doing that. He started the season. Started the season slowly, and man was saying, "Oh,
overrated."
I'm glad we didn't sign him and that. Now all these men are saying, Oli didn't get Sancho,
and they're back to breading now.
Yeah, they're back to breading.
We all remember that.
Bro, everyone's got the receipts, bro. It's embarrassing. These men are so.
We didn't get him. I'm glad we got what was his name? Dilano. What's your
Diallo.
Yeah, Diallo is now better than Sancho and all these things. I'm like, right.
It's mad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
What we're doing? Blood clot.
Bro, it's fuckeries. And like my man said here, he goes, because of your point, should we give more credit to Rashford for being no, bro. Let me tell you why. Because Rashford bust, because not only did Bear Man get injured, and he took his chance, but bruv, Rashford's now one of the senior players in the dressing room because Man United ain't got no leaders, bro. We ain't got no seniority, bro. Like this is not a mature football team, bro. Do you know what I mean? I think the average age of this team is like 25 or something. Like, and Rashford's 23, I think, or maybe 24. Like, he didn't go. He didn't come into a team of Roy Keanes and Rio Ferdinands and that where he had to be the little man.
But he came into and then man try it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? He came into a Louis van Gaal team, where no one was really the guy. You know them ones. United were in transition post Ferguson. All obviously Evra, Vidic, all these men are retired. And then there were bare newbies in the door, bruv. So even though them man were older than him, he'd been at the club longer than them. Do you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a thing where he's come in and there's bare hierarchy and he had to start being the little man. As soon as he came through, everyone was like, oh, he's one of our own, Marcus Rashford. Give him the armband, bro. That's the love he got from the beginning. Exactly. You know what I mean? Lingard was one of the senior players when man came in, bro. Like, it's a different team now. Now you got Pogba, you got Bruno. Do you know what I'm saying? Pogba wasn't there when Rashford came through. Do you know what I'm saying? So now you got Pogba, Bruno, Matic, all these more senior players, they weren't there when Rashford came through. So now when Greenwood's coming through, man's looking at Rashford like he's one of the olders, like he's one of the OGs, blood, and Luke Shaw. And them man only 26, 24 and that. They're not OGs, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Most of them ain't really done nothing in the game yet. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's completely different, bruv. When these young bucks come through, that's why what Saka's done is ridiculous. Because he's come through, a man are looking at him to win matches for them now.
And that's what makes me sick.
And he's a youth, blood.
That's what makes me sick. Him, Martinelli, like
Tierney's young.
Get it, Gabriel. He's still look. Tierney and Gabriel are significantly more experienced, but Gabriel hasn't played that many career games, and Tierney's in his early 20s. They've been here for 2 secs. Saka's just come out of our academy, and you speak to the Arsenal fans. It's the same sort of 7 man that we talk about as getting it. Aubameyang, historically, I know he's not the flavor of the month now, both on and off the field, but him as well. These lot are not here, and that's why when fans talk about signings and things, they're right, but it's the mentality on and off the field. When you're looking to your left and the right, are you constantly reminded what the football club's about? Let's say Saka was bad man. I'm happy that he's got a good mentality, but let's say Saka was bad man and he was a little shit. Can you imagine, what he'd be able to do, the havoc he'd be able to wreak at this football club and be able to back it up too because he's doing it on the pitch. Well, lucky the man's humble and shout out to his family and whatnot. But this shows how stupid it is with my club and a couple other clubs in this league.
It's
So
true.
there you go. And look what my man said about Regan Poole, Tyler Blackett, Paddy McNair.
Throwback.
When Rashford came through, he came through with a bag of young youths because LVG gave out like 14 debuts. Mason Greenwood's come through on his own. You know them on his own blood. So he ain't got his brethren from the youth team to be like, yo, dog, we're sitting on the bench together. Like, nah.
That was the point.
It wasn't that.
Double man tried and got along that still.
That
Happened at my club as well. Bro, Joe thought it was going to be a thing. Eddie thought it was going to be wavy, nice, looking a bit shaky.
Bro,
right
they thought
now.
the man them were gonna be patterned on the bench, blood with the maxi muscle protein shake, just chilling. Like, yo,
Smith
man,
Rose
them
said
were
I'm gonna
patterned.
track the Saka and I'm cutting out, bro. It's Nelson, Eddie, Joe, you man safe, Maitland safe. Like,
yeah, it's
it.
a lot of them. But this is what Bradley Hudson Odoi was even saying. Hudson Odoi came through on his own under an Italian manager. He didn't come through under Lampard with Mason Mount and Tammy and Tomori and Reece James. He came in on his own back two, fam, on his own legs, under an Italian manager who had no real interest in, you know what I mean, playing young players like that. Like, yeah, he gave Hudson Odoi and he gave Loftus-Cheek a little thing, but it wasn't his priority. It wasn't his primary. Primary was to win games. His primary wasn't to bring through youth. So that's not what Chelsea hired him for. So that's the difference there. But speaking of leadership in teams, you look at Arsenal, Aubameyang. You know what I'm saying? What's going on there? Brother doesn't even make the starting 11 because he's late for the game. That's the type
man,
of leadership.
listen there, Aubameyang's
No,
man them. It's calm, it's calm. It's a man them thing. You know the thing. He woke up late. It's calm. It's a man them thing. None of the Brexit. None of the Brexit. Shout out Aubameyang.
Saka was
Because when he was leading us in FA Cups and scoring goals, no one was saying that. Your manager's up as well. Your manager said he was like, oh, there's something with Aubameyang's attitude. And after these 3-4 years he's been here, this is the first sniff. Man, allow it, man. I'm biased when it comes to Aubameyang. Man, allow it, man.
I'm just saying, if you didn't win that game, certain man would have been coming for him.
I would have been at him. I would have been at him. But it's a shameless thing.
Yeah, you man have won, innit? So it's all right. But if I'm telling you, brother didn't turn up on time and you lost the game to Tottenham,
He's
vibes
bugging
now.
out for that one still.
I
don't know how he did that, bro. And listen, on a serious note, obviously, I'm not happy with that because, again, it's not the right message. And again, it gives people more agendas. It's like, you know, Tierney should be captain, really and truly. I think Aubameyang leads in different ways. He's not a historical captain on, you know, shouting and pulling up his socks. I do think he's a decent captain because they all talk about him as that, but he wouldn't be my captain. And it gives people like me who think we should be looking elsewhere, as much as I think David Luiz is a calamity. You know, when I think of away from the captain's band, because I think man make a big sort of talk about that. You know, you should probably say David Luiz, Tierney, these sort of characters should be the captain. But
yeah, it's one of them two.
Yeah, it should be them. It should be Tierney, in my opinion. Fam.
It's one of them two. You give Kieran Tierney the armband because he's got more longevity at Arsenal. Same with my football club. I'll probably give Luke Shaw the armband now because I know he's going to be there for the next 5 years at least. I can't say that about any other player that deserves it, bro. You know, I can't say that about Bruno. You know what I mean? There's already talks that he's not signing a contract because man's waiting. Yeah, he's waiting to see what go on, which is fair enough. You know,
for these or busting out.
Both though, they're like money, but also like he's waiting to see what United do recruitment wise or something like that.
You play 2 secs and you're on all of that.
But you see what I'm saying, and also like he even on Pogba's birthday he tweeted saying, "Oh, I miss you on the pitch" and that. You know them indirect ones like shit blood. Man said, "I miss you out there, bro." Man said, "You see this McTominay youth, fam? It's long, you know." You know the ones there. That's why when I see Bruno on McTominay's photos and that, tell him, man, don't forget the ball work and that about put your top on, bruv. Man's doing up ab pictures and that. He's like, don't forget the ball, blood. Bruno be onto these youths, you know. He's feisty, bro. Like he knows. He's like, these man aren't levels, innit? He knows it.
Expresses as well in indirect ways.
But he says it and that with emojis, so man think he's playing. He's not playing. He don't rate you, blood. Like man's doing this in a public domain where everyone can see this, bro. It's not like he done it in a WhatsApp group, blood. Man done it on Instagram. Done it on Instagram. Now there's no respect there, bro. You know what? He's had bro. He doesn't care, bro.
Probably to stop reading me, like.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. He is armband material. I can't lie because he is rude. He is rude with it.
Bruno.
No, Bruno. I think Bruno. Yeah, Bruno. I don't know about longevity and whatnot, but the way that he speaks to these other brothers, he's rude. He does need the armband. I can't lie.
He regulates.
Yeah, he does regulate. He's filtering out the dust from the dairy.
Bruno, he's not on a joke thing. I rate
He's not on a joke thing.
Yeah, them man don't have filters. But in this era, blood, where bear man get easily offended and butthurt, yeah. He's not the guy for the armband still. You know them ones there. I wouldn't give it to him. No way. You know them ones.
Feelings in it.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't give it to him, bro, because his mouth, the way his mouth stays already, he doesn't need it. You know them ones there, blood. You can't give man, but you don't need to give man authority when he's saying fuckeries like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though I agree with him, it's like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Team morale.
Yeah, you're gonna rub bear man out, mate. Bear man,
but that's what I mean, because that man will be panicking when they get the ball now.
They're gonna get even worse. Like,
bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, man's out here bullying his own teammates, bro. Like, doesn't give a fuck, and I respect it still, but it's one of them ones where that's not for me, bro. That's not for me, blood. You know what I mean? Because I can see what these man's personalities are like by the way they play football.
Yeah.
You know the ones you can see a man's personality. You can see who don't want the ball, who's standing between two men with their hand up.
The great ones. Hey, I pass.
Bruv,
you don't want it, bro.
Later, and then man will say, "Yeah, I was open," and you didn't want it, bro.
You didn't
want it, bro. Man, see your whole body,
in that,
bro. These man will be standing there. I see McTominay in between two men like this. Bro, if you want the ball, you'll peel off and make space for it, innit? You don't stand between two men like this with your hand up in the air. You don't want it, you're not getting it. You know them ones, and you can see when a man don't want the ball and they give them the ball. The Arsenal goal the other day that they conceded against Benfica, goalkeeper passes Ceballos the ball. He didn't want it.
He didn't want it.
He didn't want it. He wasn't asking for the ball. He was facing the keeper. He hadn't even scanned to see what was around him. He didn't want it, bro. And the keeper just kicked it to him. And he's lost it.
And on top of that, he was Kalam with his first touch. It's just,
but that's what I'm saying, because he didn't want the ball.
You need a Mateo Kovacic in your life. Is that what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. Kovacic always wants the ball.
Yeah, baller. Does things in less touches as well. Even Modric the other day, fair enough, it's Lucas Modric, but
he plays like Modric, blood, but just without the sauce, blood. He ain't got the dribble like Modric, but he can still carry the ball.
He's more of a scumbag, less of the poetry emotion sort of guy.
Kovacic is wavy, blood. Every time man watches Chelsea, I'm like, man will deal with the thing in 2 touches, say nothing. Give it to him, bam, and then he wants it back, bro. And he don't even sprint. He's just jogging around. Yeah, open. Give me that. Gone. Peel off.
His dribbling is ridiculous. I can't
mad. And then in tight spaces, bruv, he's bad.
It's nice to have good players who want the ball. Because at my team, with the exception of a few, it's the dead players who want it. The guys that are not consistent. Like, I've got a love-hate relationship with Xhaka. One thing I rate about Xhaka is whatever man's mentality is elite. Why don't other players want the ball? Like, it's crazy.
Xhaka wants it and then passes it to Chris Wood.
Oh, Xhaka, 1 minute he's a hero, then he's a villain. We're at with Xhaka, bro. We've been here for 3-4 years, man. Like, he should be a squad player, if not out the club. But it is what it is. We're here. We're at. I do like his mentality. I don't think he's as bad as man make out, but fundamentally, you just got too much mistakes in you. And when we've got man like that and people of similar sort of thing, you know, how much points is that costing you a season? And that's why we're still 10th for as much as we beat Spurs at the weekend.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, big up the Bradford. I remember that they were saying that Bruno was bullying Mason in training and that. You know them one.
Mason banging, I can't lie.
And the thing is, he was bruv. Listen, it's one of them ones where when I look at Mason and his body language, he seems like one of them youths that you could bully, blood. And Bruno's probably thinking, yo, this youth's too soft, blood. He needs to kind of like, this is men's football now. You get me? And that's how certain men are, bro. Like, that's how certain man's personality is, innit, bro? Like, I don't have a problem with it, blood. I feel like United's team as a whole are just too soft, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They're too soft, blood. Bare heads dropping. No one don't really want to take responsibility. It's like, oh, if Pogba don't do it and Bruno don't do it, then who does it? No one, blood.
Just hide behind.
Like, it's a hiding thing.
When everyone's on it.
And then everyone's making excuses. Oh, they're tired and that. Bruv, when we was winning, no one was tired, bro.
Trust me.
No one was tired.
Rotation, none of this stuff when you're winning and that. Like,
bro, man will say, oh, man look tired. Man's pressing in the 94th minute. Don't look tired to me, blood.
Yeah, trust you're not tired.
Man just playing shit, bro.
Man.
That's what it is. No one don't want to take responsibility, blood. Everyone's looking to the same man to do it, bro. There's 11 men on the pitch, but you want the same man to do it every week. It's mad, bro. You know them ones, and that's why sometimes man have to get rubbed out like that, bro. You have to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, if you don't have the character, a proper manager will just move you out, blood.
And you see your thing, yeah. At least you man got Bruno. I look at my team and I do think there's man that get pissed off, but I just think there's man that condone things at my club. Like I don't think there's anybody telling, like you said, you got Bruno at least doing that. I don't think anybody's telling people that they're doing wrong. Like Saka should do that. We all know Saka's probably a bit like Mason, you know, he's just happy to
just mind his own business and
there's nothing wrong with that. He's cool in that, but I just, when I look at, not to say the same old names and encourage scapegoating, but when I look at Xhaka, he's probably got there's only David Luiz and a couple probably tell him to suck himself if he chats nonsense, you know. You look at Bellerin, I don't think people are telling Bellerin you're doing the wrong things. Yeah, that's the problem where we've got even more class in that sense.
Arsenal have been like that for a good few years now. Good few years. Yeah, that's you. That's like even Wenger days. Do you know what I mean? That squad Wenger days, that squad was always quite nice. Do you know what I mean? It was a nice team, but there was no bad boys in there. It was always a nice team. They played good football, and then when the going got tough, they kind of faltered.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a mentality thing in football. Like Arsenal been having players that you know can pass.
Mentally weak, blood.
Yeah, like you said, like when the best thing I like against Spurs, we shouldn't have won a goal down, and against Leicester is once in a lifetime. I've seen you man go from behind, say, okay, we've been 1-0 down before. Let's pattern it up. Too often I see these men drop. You know, obviously everyone's got a plan until it goes wrong. Realistically, in a 38-game period, there's going to be times it doesn't happen. And it just, like you said, it's just the same old players. And what I didn't like when Arsenal were doing really badly early in the season, you could evidently see man hiding and you're just looking to Saka all the time and players like that to the point where they can't even get the ball. You just know that you're not on this. And I don't like that because I think that's a bit sinister. You're kind of mentally being weak and clocking, all right, cool. These, even guys like Xhaka and Bellerin, I feel certain players in our team knew that these are going to be the headlines, whether they've played good or bad. Then I don't like that sort of stuff. And I did see it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So, like, at the end of the day, mentality is another one. And that's the thing, yeah, that they don't factor in with these young G's coming through, bro. Like, and that's why certain players don't do, bro. When I say Nicola Pepe is the prime example of this. Big fish, small pond, yeah, where he was, bro. He don't have the mentality to be the main man at a big club. He don't have it, bro. He doesn't believe he's as good as he is, bro. Like, he's a better player.
He's starting to drop for him, but yeah.
He's starting to, but you can see that he's got ability, bro. You can see it. Like, you have to be blind to not see that this guy has raw ability, bro.
And that's what I mean.
He doesn't walk onto the pitch like, yo, I'm the bollocks, bro. I've never seen him grab up a man because they're not passing him the ball, blood.
That's what I want him to do.
I've seen man get into man's face. I've seen Martial grab man by the throat, blood. You know them ones. I think it was Andreas Pereira, blood.
Anyway.
Bro, he grabbed Andreas Pereira around his neck, bro. Like,
and now Pereira bust out.
Bro, like, I want to see that.
If
I'm open and you don't pass me the ball, blood, I'm gripsing you up, blood. Like,
I only think you know what? I think Ceballos is like that in my team, you know, because looking back, he had a little scrap with Eddie. I think he got chiefed up by David Luiz in training. But at least you're on it. At least you're on it. Like, it happens, innit? You can't win all the time. At least you try the thing.
Bruv, that you don't, bruv. When man's got ability, yeah, bruv, demand the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not good enough asking for it. Anyone can say, yeah, I'm open, bruv. If you don't get it, when man passes the ball, say to him, blood, next time, look for me. You know them ones. You have to chat to man and let man know I'm open. I want this ball. He doesn't look like that. He looks like, all right, if it comes, I might do a thing still.
And that's the slight change I've seen in the last couple of games. I want him to carry it on because it's like before, even like Aubameyang as well. It's like, you know, when people say, oh, the right back this and we're not playing to his strengths, that and all these other things, I don't think they're invalid. But at some point, I have to look at the individual. Like you said, whether they're playing to your strengths or not, you have to demand the ball, go searching for it. And I think he's stopped accepting his fate in recent weeks and started doing it. And that's the challenge I'm saying. And with Pepe now, the biggest praise I can give you is that you ain't done nothing wrong. I think people don't talk about, you know, that poor pass from Lloris and you passing it to Lacazette at the weekend. Can you do it all the time? Because now I'm not asking, you're not in the team for whatever reason. I'm looking at Arteta. Why isn't he playing? Why isn't it Lacazette playing? And that's his job to continue it. But like you said, keep demanding it, especially when you got, with all due respect to Bellerin behind, of all people. Come on now.
Bro, Bellerin's overstayed his welcome, bro. Overstayed his welcome. Like, there's no hope for that brother. Like, he said that if Arsenal win certain amount of games, I'm gonna plant trees. He wasn't taking that seriously. He was not taking that job seriously.
You weren't trying to save the world. You weren't trying to do
save nothing, bro. You're not.
He must have known he only had 10 seeds at home.
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
That's he's like, yo, if we win the game, man's gonna plant things on that. Man's got
He's
10
not
left.
planting no trees. He's not on this global warming thing at all. He doesn't care.
Nothing, fam.
Lack of seeds at home, bro. He's not on no Kim Possible thing. He's not doing nothing. He's Ralph, bro. I'm telling you, you need to get rid of that Don, fam. Ever since I've seen that comedy act, fam.
What scares me is Bellerin's got a big. Well, I do you know what? In a weird way, I admire Bellerin that he's not afraid to be himself in it. I don't want you at my football club because I don't think he can take it forward. But I like that. What bothers me now is all the language I hear out the club is Bellerin's a big voice in the dressing room. Bellerin helped with the wage cuts. Bellerin vice captain. Bellerin this. Bellerin that. You know, all these things in relation to Bellerin. It's like, this is what I mean. What we're saying at the start about it's like, man, are condoning this. Then it's like nobody's telling you something different. It's like, come on, like the quickest way. Come on, we've all played Sunday League and whatever. We've all played even Power League. When you're done is saying you're playing shit, and you know in your heart you've done something shit, you want to fix up. Well, it's
man said Bellerin for vice captain. He's put more
Bellerin's captain in the team 9 times out of 10 when certain men are not there or they get.
But the wickedest thing is, you've seen with Rashford, and Maguire. Just because you got a big voice, it don't mean you're respected, blood.
Yeah.
Man look at Maguire and say, bruv, Maguire's posting his stats, and Rashford's like, fuck off, man. You know them ones that man don't care, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care, bruv. Man can post all your stats, your shit, bruv. Don't chat to me. You know them ones, and I'll be the same with Bellerin, bro. Like, bruv, whether you're playing or not, bruv, you're shit, bro. You see when man are watching Match of the Day and they're like, right, Bellerin's fault again. Say nothing. On Monday in training, not passing him the ball, bruv. What? I don't care. That's just how it gets, bro. Football's like that, bro. You man saw fucking Benzema say to man, Mum's like, don't pass him the ball. He's playing for the other team.
You know that must happen all the time. What? Don't get recorded, we don't hear it. These man have, you know, the mans where they're doing their little whispers when they're walking off the pitch. Yeah, I think my
come on, what is happening?
No. Like, trust. You know them ones where you don't get the lip reading. The lip trust. It's serious out here. They're not playing.
Man said, Mum's life, bro. Don't give him the ball. Man would rather play with 10 men, than give man the ball, bruv. He's a decoy for the rest of the second half.
That must shatter man's confidence.
Bruv, what? Imagine how man felt when he watched it back.
Oh, you're finished. You have to fight him.
Was it Benzema that said that? Benzema
said that about fucking Vinicius or something.
He called Giroud a go-kart, fam, and he said, I'm a Formula 1 car, fam.
But he said,
but Giroud's thing's different because you know Giroud. I've seen Giroud get sent off for regulating a newer because he didn't like it. Giroud would back his thing against Benzema. It's like the seniors. He looks like he needs an arm. He needs a bigger voice.
He does. He doesn't need to be bullied. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
No, Giroud's a unit, blood. There's certain things you wouldn't say to man in person, innit?
He's
a big unit, fam.
You know that year 7 where they think they've got a couple tricks, they've come into the new school, they're in the cage, and Benzema just comes and gets the ball and boots it over the fence, fam. That's Benzema. Just
but you need that though, because that's how really it gets. Because I bet you Vicinius knows that I can't do that again. Fair enough, he was a bit of a shambles in the game. How can you do all of that and then, oh my word?
And that's what I'm saying, bro. So if man's doing that at half time, imagine what goes on in training, bro. That's why I say, like, man get bullied, fam. And certain man don't have the personality, to be at these big clubs with big personalities, big egos, and big money, bro.
Yeah.
Certain players do not have the minerals to be in that dressing room. And that's why some men don't make it. Ain't because of ability.
Look at Barkley. He's having a better time. Obviously not of late. I think he's been on the bench for Villa, but he's having a better time. You know, he looks like a character that could do away from a team that isn't really trying to do this expectation sort of thing with respect to Aston Villa.
No, it's true. I said that when Barkley went there. I said that's the perfect club for him. And then when he started doing his thing with Grealish and best friends and whatnot, and everyone said, oh, you can come back Chelsea. This is the Barkley we all know and love. No, sir. No, sir. Pack your bags and stay in Birmingham. You're happy there. You're doing your thing with Grealish.
Give me a little remain 12, 15 mil.
Stay put. No, all of this come back Barkley and Barkley's back and boss Barkley. No, stay in Aston.
Dead.
Stay in Villa, bro. That's where you belong. That's your level. You know, some men find their levels. You know, so maybe that Afro Marcelo Don's found his level in Belgium. Then Man United fans will be twerking on Twitter saying, bring him back. You know, regen. No, leave him. He's happy. You know what I'm saying? No. Some man need to understand that some people find a good home and they belong where they belong. Do you know what I mean? Don't try and rotate it and bring it back and to try and do this next extra. Even Loftus-Cheek, I have to say, I don't think he's gonna be. I don't know if there's time for him at Chelsea now. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's trying to say let's do this Remington Dada thing. Nah,
no.
bro.
One thing I would say, yeah, in
It's
this
long.
system, yeah,
I like
under this manager, I think Ruben would shell blood because
It's
he's
just a fitness thing.
physical and he can pass, bro, and he's got good feet, bro. He's
Just a
a
fitness thing.
good, elegant baller, and he scores goals in it. And you ain't really got goals from midfield in that team.
I would love to see him in the 210s position, dropping deep. Like I'd love to see him basically play the role Mason Mount plays, but there's a lot of competition for places in that midfield now.
But I don't think any of them are better than him at what he does, though.
If he's at his best. Like the way that he was playing under Sarri, that was ridiculous. Him and Hazard and Hudson and Odoi, that Europa League run, that link up was nuts.
How much Chelsea want to do this storyline thing? Because I see the parallels at my club. Like I hear that, I'll bring back.
Yeah.
But it's like some man, no matter how they might need to they might go elsewhere, and you might say, why didn't you bring them back and stuff? But I think that needs to happen. It's like, as wicked as it is, Bellerin's done okay this season at large parts. He might go somewhere. The penny might drop for him at 25 years of age. He might become this Spanish international and these things. I can't see it, but it might. I don't really care about that. I think it's the stage now where that needs to happen. It's like you need to divorce, but the relationship isn't healthy. We both need to prosper elsewhere. That's what needs to happen. And then I think fans like these storylines too much. It's cool for a year or two, but some men have been on this for years.
Drag it out. That's the start of the decline of the club. If you get too wrapped up in emotion and storylines, and Wilshere was a great example. Brilliant, talented player, Wilshere, but you knew he was injured. You knew he was injured. That was it. It was never going to come back. But if you get wrapped up too much in the storyline of all these players that are quite injury prone, they breathe and live the soul of the club, and you can see a bit of talent there, and there's something there, but you don't know if you're going to get it. Next thing you know, 5 years down the track, man's 28 years old, and you haven't won a major trophy.
Look at Bellerin. I'm not trying to make this a Bellerin slander show, but when Bellerin was on the scene, fair enough, man. He was born in a different age, but Tariq Lamptey weren't about, Trent weren't about, Wan-Bissaka weren't about, James Justin weren't about, Bear Man weren't about on this scene. Cancelo's irrelevant, but he weren't about. You've been here for time, and you're not in the debate for best right backs or most competent right backs in the league. He might not even be top 10. He might scrape him, but you can
definitely not.
He's not even. Look, you got Danilo there.
At Leicester as well.
It's easy for him. Cedric is even the best right back contracted to this club because Leighton's better than him. Chambers played right back for a game against Burnley, and I think he done better than what I've seen recently. When Bellerin does right, because he done all right last week, he's needy. He's just needy. Like he's not got.
He's clear, bro. He's not top 10. He's not even touching.
This is it. Someone said I'd rather have Jenkins, and I think that's the one that
Jenkins was dead. Last bit feisty still.
Jenkins was dead, and fans used to love it because he's a fan. He's living the dream. No, man, come on.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. It just depends on what you like. Like I saw Axel Tuanzebe play right back this season, bro, and for me, he looked better than flipping Wan-Bissaka, bro. It's peak, fam. The ones there. Like football's a weird game, bro. It's a weird game. So bro, it's just
I keep saying it, like Fabregas didn't have a storyline at Chelsea. I didn't care. He came in for instant impact and won the Prem. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Not everything's got to be pretty. Do you know what I mean? He played for Arsenal.
There's no romance all the time with football, man.
He came in and just done his thing, bro. Like at the end of the day, if a man's doing his thing, that's all that matters, isn't it? Like this romance, bro. Football fans, yeah, bro. If you want that theater and that, bro, go cinema, blood. You know what I'm saying? I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man wants to be entertained, but bruv, I don't care about the storyline, bro. The story building and that. Them man watching them series and they're building the characters. Nah, bro. If there's no action in the first 15 minutes, I'm switching it off, cuz.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on the storyline with guys like Saka who are good. So now we can do it, but like I'm not on it. Especially when it's like we're doing you a favor. You should be doing the club a favor. We should be begging every player to stay at the club.
It has to be a banging series, every series, and maybe you can have one little season that drops off. But I'm not.
You just got
the Netflix show is running and it's 2-3 seasons on the spin now. It's been a dead show.
Nobody likes a shit.
Man said 2-3 seasons, brother. This is why man's fucking with Queen of the South and that. Because if man's not getting wigged in the first 20 minutes, I'm not watching the next episode, bro. I'm not doing it. You see these men, it's like, they're one of their own. Give them time. No, bruv. You see Game of Thrones, blood. Listen, man's head got cut off in the first episode, fam. Like, man need to die immediately to keep man involved. I don't want to see characters get built and You get me? It's all nice seeing man grow up and turn into something, but if you don't do something right now to keep my attention, it's over.
Game
you
of
know them
Thrones.
ones. Man can't tell me about this kid's potential. Well, then bring him back when he's ready.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I ain't got no time for this.
Show me a development plan. Show me you deserve a plan. Right?
Bruv,
Show
you know
me
like
a-
that.
Like,
Listen, bruv, send man out to Dortmund or send man out to Antwerp and that. That's what we used to do with John O'Shea and them, man. Send them man to Belgium and then you can come back a man. None of this thing, you know what I mean, where they're giving Shola the debut and that saying, oh yeah, one for the future. Well, cool, blood. The future's not today, blood. Man want someone for now. You know, like that. Like, man want someone for now. Send my man to somewhere else to go play ball, blood. And then when man's ready, now bring him back, blood. Man don't care about the future, bruv. You know, like that. Man don't care about the future, blood. Because when man are out of the Europa League, blood, what man gonna say about the future? Man don't care about
invested emotionally and financially in my club to care about the giving time. You know, my time comes with contracts. I don't just give you outdated time for no reason. Show me why you need it. Like you said, what are you doing?
Fam, we're not, bro. Global warming is taking place. You know, the world is fizzling out as we speak, and man are talking about time. I don't know how long we're gonna be here, fam. What are you talking about time? There's a new variant of the thing, and you man are talking about time. Are you mad?
You know, like that, bruv. I'm waiting for that variant from Mars to come, bruv. You know what I mean? Just be clarting man up there. We're gonna be back in our yards again. You know them ones there, bro. Listen, man, I ain't got no time for this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man are just on bullshit all the time. These football fans love the romance, the story. He's one of our own. I don't care where he comes from. Can he put the ball in that white fucking rectangle? Yes, sign him. That's it. I don't care, bruv. You know the ones there. Certain man, oh yeah, I want a fucking English centre back partner, and I want this, and I want, bruv. I just want good players. I don't care, bruv. I don't care if you got alien fucking DNA, bruv. I don't care, bruv. Can you kick ball? Yes or no?
Can you do the job? That's it. Everything else is irrelevant.
Man don't care, bruv. Man's not on this Brexit tax, yeah, for all these fucking footballers when you're buying all these English players, yeah. Nah, I'm going somewhere else and I'm joining and bringing in bare man. That's why I fucked with what Wenger did, bruv. Wenger said, fuck this year. Man's going France and I'm bringing all the man them. All of them.
And Will Todd,
Henry, Perez, all of them. They're all coming. You know them ones there because I ain't got no time for this. What man gonna bring in man that can't do the job, yeah? On a little on the badge thing. Fuck the badge, bro. Like you're here, just play football and win games, innit?
Play for yourself. If you got respect in your own self
just
and
play for yourself,
it takes care of itself.
Bro, I don't even want you to play for the badge. Play for your damn self.
Everybody talking about playing for the badge. If I had 11 man that played for the badge, I'd have 11 Solankis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Sheffield United got 11 man that play for the badge. They're going down. Like,
down.
It's dead, fam. You gotta have ability.
Bruv, pay for yourself, bruv. Because if you got pride as a man, you don't want to leave the pitch knowing you got a wife and kid at home and you have to explain to them why daddy got moved to today.
Because up on match of the day.
Bruv, where man are replaying you getting Beybladed by Hazard on match of the day, like spun around.
I think that happened to Koscielny, you know.
Koscielny, blood, bruv. Koscielny was dancing, bruv.
He had that. He's apparently his kid said, "Why are we so bad?" or something like.
Daddy, why are we losing every week?
Bro, that one there, your heart must leave your chest.
DG, I know you remember Coquelin, fam. That blade was spinning against Hazard, fam. That brother did a whole 12 like a ballerina.
Hey, man, he bucked him in the FA Cup final and did the same thing. Get back, gang. Let's be easy on my guys, we do our say he done his slappings, man. You know what time it is.
Bro, play for yourself, everyone, play for yourself, bro. You know them ones there, because if you play for yourself and you're a winner, bruv, if everyone just does their job, because that's what football is, it's 11 men. If everyone just takes care of their fucking self, it's enough, blood.
It's enough.
You know them ones. Don't be saying to man, rare, when you're not taking care of your thing. Just take care of your thing. Everyone takes care of themselves, you're going to be cool. Fuck playing for the badge. Play for yourself, blood. Play for your own pride. Play for your family, blood.
El Nene plays for the badge, fam. Like I've not a bad word to say about El Nene. He plays for the badge, he trains and that, but fundamentally, you're not levels. You know, a lot of people like the romance thing. Oh, he couldn't play for Besiktas. He's come back. He looks a different player. Stop getting gassed on 3 games. He might be able to help somehow do a job this year, but the romance is dead. It comes down.
Romance with El Nene.
Bro, our fans, 3 games, they're twerking. New deal. Arteta's even saying Arteta's even saying
if there's romance with El Nene, you need to go back to the bar, fam.
Bro, the bar's on the floor, bro. El Nene's a calm brother, but it's on the floor, bro. There's romance.
You can't be serious. I think certain man just need to go back to the bar, fam. Go back to the bar, rehearse your pickup lines, and go and find someone new.
No, certain man need to stay at the bar and drink some more. Like, go rehearse pickup lines if you
Talking
got.
about Nenny and pick up. Oh my goodness gracious.
Bro, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. The game's gone, bro. You know the ones, man are getting pats on the back for doing fucking regular things, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And like what my man said, bruv. CR7 don't play for the badge. He plays for himself, blood. The reason why man keeps putting up the numbers he's putting up, because bruv, he ain't playing for no badge, blood. You know, he's playing for his fucking personal pride and himself, blood. He wants to be the best. That's why you bring in players with the mentality to be the best, because you ain't got to worry about them playing for the badge. They play for their damn self, blood. They play for their pride. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. If you got 11 man, yeah, that don't want to lose, blood, and they're playing for themselves, you'll win a lot more than them fucking knee sliding, badge kissing dons, bruv. Them man make me sick. All of them. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? When you're saying, oh yeah, man knows the club, bruv. You know, how many times have I heard my manager say that he knows the club? I like historian, bro. If he knows the club, yeah, then let my man be the brother that walks around on the museum tours and tells everyone about the club.
Let him do signings. Like, if he knows the
club.
Let
him do that, bruv. Let him be the don that picks up the players from the airport, and then on the way to the club, he tells them about the history of the club, bruv.
Yeah,
do a little tour thing. Do you know what I mean? And out the left window, there's the Sir Matt Busby, and out the right window, you get me, bruv. Do that if you know the club.
When the new manager comes in, Football Manager, and you get the email. You get the email about the club on Football Manager. That's what them dons are on. You know them ones. You send a big long email. This club was established in 1905. Is that what we're on? Brother.
Man knows the club, you know.
Knows the club. My dad knows the club too, fam. Everybody knows the club. What are you talking about? You think while we're out here playing football, someone needs to be explaining to them, oh yeah, back in the day, Zola used to do this. No.
You should know, man should know the club they're walking into. You know, you shouldn't have someone that can tell you, yes, this is the tea lady who's been working here for 70 years. He could go find it out himself. Like, are you a good footballer? It's all that matters.
Man's gonna be, instead of offering tactical instructions, man's gonna be talking about what the team was doing in the 1950s because he knows the club.
Yeah,
when you're meant to be defending a set.
I only say that shit. Like, guys only say it's like when people talk about a midfielder who's not good, they say, oh, he works hard. Bro, you should be working hard. You're a midfielder. You have to run about a lot. What's all of that? He puts in the shift. Yeah, he should put in the shift. Fuck.
Like, what else are you paying him for, bro? What else are you paying him for? Do you think when Aguero and David Silva and these one come to Man City, yeah, they was telling man about fucking Paul Dickov and them, man? I don't think so. I don't think they sold the club to man. They just sold the project. They never sold the club. You know, because you can't sell that club. You know them ones there. We're telling man about Sean Wright and them, man. Like, is that what they were doing? And about flipping Michael Johnson and them. You know what I mean? And Stephen Ireland, bruv, and Joey Barton. Is that how you got man in? Man said to Gundogan, yeah, blood, like Michael Johnson and that. You know what I mean? Man told man like Vincent Kompany about Michael Richards and them. Yeah, you know that is not how you get players through the door, blood. This history thing is washed, blood. The kids don't care about that. The kids care about what's popping now, blood.
That's what you're doing now. You know what are we part of now? Especially the young players and players of today. They don't care about all that. From 16, they're busting out. You know, you go back 10 years or so, all these players that have ended up leaving clubs, they probably would have got lied to, signed deals and been rubbed out. Like, it's about what you're doing now.
And that's what it is, man.
Sit Erling Haaland down, DVD player on, fam. Show him the Middlesbrough 8 with Man City 1 scoreline, fam, about history. Can do them things.
His dad's probably giving him the maddest propaganda, though. I can't even lie about City.
That's what, bro. At the end of the day, bro, these men came for the check. But guess what? They're good players, so they figured it out, bro. Literally. You know the ones. No one came and said, "Oh yeah, they told me about the story." And when I was growing up, I used to see City shirts in the village. Shut up, bro. You know, like that. If you saw a shirt that
was a fan from day dot for City,
if you saw a shirt that color, it was a Napoli shirt because of Maradona. You know, it weren't no Man City shirt. Man never saw those. These man came over. Sergio Aguero, yeah, but at that club for over a decade or something stupid like that, almost. You know what I'm saying? Because they offered him peas. That's why. David Silva, because they offered him peas. Fucking Robinho thought he signed for Man United, blood. You know them ones there. His agent said we're going to Manchester. He said, say less. And then he saw the kit and he said, well, what's this? And then he still shelled it down and slapping. Brother, at the end of the day, when you're there, you just do your thing, innit? That's just all it is, bro. I
Just
don't want man
work
to
and
play for the
up
badge.
in place.
I like Man City changed their badge. So what badge were them man playing for? The old one or the new one? You know, like that. Don't make no sense, blood. Just play for yourself, blood. You know, like that. Play for yourself. Play for your pride, fam. That's all you need to do. I'm tired of just playing for the badge.
Half of these playing for the badge merchants supported another club anyway when they were young.
What?
Yeah, it's
Man
dead.
telling me.
You know what I
It's
mean?
dead.
Secretly, Tammy Abraham's an Arsenal fan. You know what I'm saying? So,
Of course.
Oh,
all
it's
these
only
brothers,
relevant
yeah,
if you're
listen.
good. Like, come on, man.
It's
None
not
of these
about
young
that.
youths were Chelsea fans growing up, man. Come on, man. They were all Arsenal.
All I'm
All
trying to say is that just because you come from the academy doesn't mean that you supported them. Do you know what I mean?
Are you doing the
Say
job?
you go to whatever academy comes for you, fam. Do you know what I mean?
None of that
If Tottenham
matters, fam.
Academy came for DG would be in a Tottenham shirt, fam.
Bruv, of
If they
course.
signed me, if they signed me,
Yeah, 100%, bruv. Michael Carrick's from fucking, bruv. He's a Geordie, blood. A man was at West Ham Academy. How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, how did
you
that
know,
work?
you know them ones there, bruv. At the end of the day, bruv. You know what I mean? If the money's there, blood, man's making that trip down. You get me? And that's just what it is, bro. Like, it's not that deep, bro.
And if you're good enough, you make it work. Like, really and truly, you know, even David Beckham somehow ending up at United. Obviously, it's a bit of a fairy tale when you read it.
Man's from East London.
Yeah, Lidge. Leytonstone and them Chinkfords, them sort of size there. He played for Man United, come up with the class of 92 and them things. How does that work geographically? It's mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Big up you, man. You, man, put the England squad in the chat, blood. We'll run through that before we wrap up. Obviously, there's bare injuries.
Southgate's going to check us before we leave.
Yeah, there's bare injuries in it, obviously, I think. You know what I'm saying? But Lingard's back, and I knew he would be, bruv.
That's
you know
Southgate guy, though. It's bait.
Yeah, it is, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Let's put this squad in here so man can see what go on, bruv. Real quick, people. You get me? So it's one of them ones.
Well,
this squad is going to be long. So no Grealish and no Mats.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
remember, Jack's injured though, and so is Madders, I think.
Watkins is there. Hey,
here we go. So Henderson, Johnston, Pope. So Pope will be the keeper. Chilwell, Cody. Chilwell's still there. That's a surprise.
How Chilwell getting that team?
I don't know.
I'm not even being biased. All right, well,
for me, Shaw and Cresswell needed to be in there, blood. Not Chilwell. Chilwell, I don't know, blood. He hasn't even been playing.
Is Trent injured?
James,
he's out. Trent. I don't know.
Maguire, Mings, Shaw, Stones, Trippier, Walker, Bellingham. Bellingham's in there, deservedly so.
Yeah, I swear Germany got them COVID laws though. How's that gonna work?
I'm not sure, bruv. Foden, Lingard's back in there. Mount, yep. Phillips. I haven't seen much of Phillips recently because I haven't been watching.
He's been injured, but he's been back. He's calm still. I think Phillips should be there.
He's a baller. Yeah.
Cold.
Ward-Prowse, yeah. Calvert-Lewin, yep. Kane, Rashford, Saka, Sterling, Watkins. Yeah, Watkins deserves to be there as well. I'm happy to see him there. It's a decent enough squad, bruv. The guys that aren't there are injured. Obviously, it will be interesting to see what happens when everyone's fit. Southgate's going to have some problems. I think he brings Lingard.
I'm surprised Trippier
Yeah, I'm surprised Trippier's there as well.
I wouldn't take Trippier, bruv. I wouldn't take him.
Trippier's injured at Atletico. He's only just come back. How did Trippier
but he got the ban for the betting.
Yeah, he did the man so. He should be there just for that, man. He try to make the man them eat.
There's bare young right backs coming up, and you put Trippier in there. I don't get it.
Yeah, you know what it is with Trippier, because I think he plays him on the left sometimes, and also it's the set piece threat. But now I've got Ward-Prowse. Yeah, I don't need you.
You don't need that.
I don't need that because Ward-Prowse will slap one in the postage, cuz you know them ones.
It's just safe.
I would be more interested to see like a Tariq Lamptey or someone like that.
Injured. That's what shagged him and James Justin. Injured. They shagged. If they were fit, they might have a check case.
And Reece James not in there?
No, he's there.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. Okay. Maitland-Niles, you should have done this right back thing, man. You could have schemed on a thing here, bro. I could have schemed on something.
Yeah, I think Sancho is injured because he didn't play in the last Dortmund game in the Champions League because I watched it and he didn't play. So I think Jaden's injured.
Smith Rowe's probably in the under-21s.
He's not ready for not done quite. He's a wavy player, but he's not quite there, to be fair. Yeah.
But did you see Simon Jordan saying that the England under-21s would slap the Scottish team and the Rare got bare upset? Jim White. Yeah, Jim White was talking.
He's not lying.
He said, listen, under 21s would roll you man over.
He's not
Man
lying.
telling me with your batters, mod bars and that, bro.
If you actually had the under 21s that could all qualify, not just the ones that get picked and some of the under 21s in England. If you had the under 21s that
Bruv,
would qualify,
if you stuck out, yeah, Jadon Sancho, yeah.
Oh,
Jet, no, Bark, no, what the fuck?
Saka.
Foden, Saka.
oh,
Bruv, listen, yeah, it's mad.
Bellingham,
Hudson,
yeah.
Odoi, Bellingham.
oh.
You get me? Now, I think Calvin Phillips can play in there as well.
Reece James
Robert
definitely
Smith Rowe.
qualified
Reece
still.
James,
Bruh.
Smith Rowe,
Scotland get dealt with still.
Scotland
Tomori,
get
Tomori.
moved to.
Get moved to.
No,
Bruv,
Tomori's
listen,
too
Scotland
old.
get
Tomori's
moved
too
to.
old.
Man,
Moved to, fam.
bruv,
Greenwood.
they getting moved to, bruv. What am I
Yes.
telling me? Them man are like, oh yeah, but they got fucking their man was saying, oh yeah, but they got Tierney and they got
got two left
fucking
backs.
Robertson and that. Right, you got two left backs. Eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
got two left backs, blood.
You got
So
two
what,
left
blood?
backs.
So what? You got two left backs, blood. You know
Nah,
what I mean? They
Tomori's
play
23.
McTominay centre back.
Oh, they'll get absolutely fingered.
Man are saying Eze, but I think
Hold
Eze's
on.
going to play for Nigeria.
Hold on. Is
Where's
Tomori not in
Wan-Bissaka
that
as
England
well?
squad? That is shakery.
Who isn't
Who?
in the English squad?
How is Tomori not in that England squad when he's balling out for AC Milan? The
I'm
wrong.
not-
Chelsea, you're not gonna have to eat that one, man.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Yeah, I
that
forgot
was-
about Curtis Jones
Yeah.
as well, blood. Listen, yeah, that England under 21 team
21.
would give that Scotland team something to think about still.
Hey, one
You know them.
here as well. That's deep.
Yeah, it's a mad thing.
Eze,
They probably just don't feel him.
Greenwood, McNeil, bro.
Bruv, listen, but I think
Even
Eze's
that-
going to go play for Nigeria still.
Might as well.
Good for him.
Go.
Good for him. That's
Yeah.
what I want to
What,
see.
you're gonna
right?
get 2 caps and then they're just gonna try to rub you out. Go play
Yeah.
for your
Go
country
play,
where
yeah.
you can build something, man.
Go play.
But that's what I'm saying. England under 21 squad is beefy, blood. It's packed.
is.
Don't ever
Yeah.
get twisted.
Serious
That,
guy,
James
yeah.
Justin as well, blood. There's a few man, you know.
Tottenham will get sorry
Man said Barnes as well. Man forgot about Barnes. Oh yeah, and Trent can play as well.
Scotland
They get
will
rid-
actually get
It'll be a
Man-
7-0 or something.
Trent and Bissaka can play. Listen, so when man said, yo, listen, and Lamptey. So when man said, you listen, the under 21s can move to
You're
them,
being
man,
for
yeah,
real.
he wasn't, he was
Right, man.
no cap, blood.
It's
Man,
Pride, man. It's the
Not a
pride.
joke.
man might drop a few on your head still. Like,
I'll
who's
just
their
respect it,
who's
yeah.
their striker?
Oli McBurney or something. I don't even know them players there, man.
That's
the only one I can think of.
not.
Man, listen, who's their striker? I don't know, blood. Man said, who's their striker?
I don't know if I really don't know.
Who's
swear they
their
got Oli-
striker, blood?
I see they got
McTominay, yeah? Say less. McTominay up front.
McTominay from up front.
Be fair,
McTominay's
probably
probably
back
playing
back.
attacking midfield for them.
He plays centre back. They play 5 at the back and they play him in centre back, bro.
Oh,
They play Shea Adams up top.
who's that?
To be fair, they got Billy Gilmore looking at it.
I don't know who that is. Man.
Trust.
I've heard of him. I've heard of Shea Adams. Ollie McBurney.
Ed, man, come on. They're only there because they can't play for England. Let's be
I
real.
said Ronald McDonald. Bruv, listen, yeah. I'm telling you, yeah. They got Trent and them man there, bro. I reckon that game would be lit. Man, want to see that game still. You
Okay,
know,
Rick.
It would be criminal.
I reckon
bro.
that
Let's
under
be real.
21s might do a thing still. I'm not
That's
even
a
gonna
good
lie.
5 good man in the Scottish under 21s team, I think, man.
Yeah.
Couple decent guys. It's Billy Gilmore and their man by themselves, man. They can get
The,
rid
the Scottish
Fam,
Iniesta
Gilmore
and that.
is their
Yeah.
whole world and universe and stratosphere. Fam.
Yeah, bro. Wait, man. Simon Jordan was talking smack. Man said, listen, our under 21s are moving to you guys, blood.
Maybe Brewster can get a Scottish passport, get a little Scottish nationality thing going and go over there.
Maybe, bro. Maybe.
Hey,
'cause
man,
he's, not
he's-
getting,
he's-
he's not getting games for Sheffield United, is he? They spent
Yeah.
20 M's on him and he's not playing. Cuz.
Need to
20
review that
M's.
one. Needs
Yeah.
to be put on watch,
And
man. Gotta
Solanke
review that
collected
one.
20 M's as well for Bournemouth. I don't know where he is now.
Fraud,
as well.
mate.
I want
Absolutely.
minimum 40 M's for Tammy this summer if he's going. I don't care.
To be fair, he can get 40-50 on Tammy.
Fam, if that's
Easy.
what Solanke and Brewster are going for,
Yeah.
Brewster, all Brewster has is his Champions League medal.
What? Tammy's England international, played a lot of times in the league
Nah.
now. He can get money. I don't think you should sell him, but it is what it is if you're
But
selling.
man said that Trent's fit. He just hasn't been selected. Fair play.
All right, that's fair.
If Southgate's got the bottle to do that, then bruv, man have to respect the waistcoat
Raw.
still, because boy, I thought, boy,
Man said respect the waistcoat.
mad, you know. No, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. So
Bro.
it'd be very interesting, you know what I'm saying? I might watch them friendlies. We'll see. I'm actually no, I won't. What am I lying for? No, not gonna lie. I'm not.
Are they
I,
friendly?
I might watch the midweek one, but I ain't watching the
Yeah.
weekend ones, bro.
Bro, when did them ones on? I didn't even know
think
they
next weekend. So
I'm
next
gonna have to
weekend.
pretend to care now about international football because I got a YouTube channel and I ain't got
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Next
Bro, is that
next
what we're on?
weekend, I'm not watching the weekend games, but if there's one in the midweek, man, we'll do the midweek one.
All depends on the games.
Man might just start vlogging, you know, and take you man to the farm on my channel because I don't know. I don't know. These international friendlies will not.
All depends on the games, boy. I need to see who's playing who, man.
That's what I'm saying. So no, it'd be interesting, man.
Actually, no, Rants, you're covered, fam. You got Rants Reacts, fam. You got Zidane and all them man on your show.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on the weekend, bruv. The international break, man's gonna upload a couple of those videos. I ain't doing no watch along for England, blood. Fuck out here. You know what I mean? So that's peak. Man, I ain't doing that, innit? During the week, if there's a weekday friendly or something, then I'll do a watch along for that. But weekends, now I'm enjoying my weekend. I don't get weekends off like that, bro.
Trust me.
You know them, man. So like, there's absolutely no chance I'm doing a watch along on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go for a planned walk, blood. You know them, man. So fuck England, innit? You know what I'm saying? Man said San Marino Thursday. Man could do that still. That's a stat pad.
Yeah.
You know them ones. Yeah, that's calm.
7-0 or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them ones.
Rub them out. You're playing some part-timers. You see them stories about man's a plumber and a dad, but he plays football.
I mean, there was one brother that was the ice cream van. I remember when England played one game and they said, "Our man works in the ice cream van, brother. Man's a school teacher," and I was like, "Bruv, what?"
Shout out to them for living their dream, but come on,
man. Did the school teaching thing and then at 3 p.m. just locked off the whole.
Bruv, I think it's when the man played Andorra or something.
They're playing a glorified Sunday League side with all due respect to the national.
Bruv, yeah, them man played Andorra and that, and the bro was like, man worked in the ice cream van and that, bruv. Like, it's like, nah, it's lit, bruv. It's lit.
Man finished the lesson and then dipped out and put the apron on and started.
Imagine you're telling the youths and you're making the ice cream, like, yeah, we're playing England tonight and that. It's mad, bro.
Well, the English team are all getting massages and that. Yours working. I love it though, man.
Not bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's all an absolute fuckery. So like, it'll be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Man's gonna see what's popping, do a few of those, man. You get me? And then it's lit. But I'm gonna enjoy that weekend off still, man. Big up everyone inside, bruv. It's been a stack show, 1.7K in here at the moment, bruv. Man, then what you got coming up, bruv, for the rest of the day? What you want? Obviously, it's match day for man.
Same.
Now, oh yeah, you man are pretty much free anyway. But yeah, you got match day in it.
5:50. Well, kicking off at 5:55. I think my live is scheduled for 4:50. Obviously, watch along business for that and live reaction after. Nothing else after that one.
So what you man saying, bruv? You still in fucking cloud 9 after?
Yeah. If you want to see more party, like I said, MAH, go and type that in YouTube. We just did an all-you-can-eat Chelsea show just before we hopped on here. We celebrated last night, and then tomorrow I'll probably do a little live show for the Champions League draw. Let's go and see who we're getting. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for Real Madrid or someone like that. That would be nice.
Bruv. Man said Real Madrid, you know. You see how man's chest is big, fam. You know what that was? A few weeks ago. Man was scraping past West Ham and that. And I'm talking about Real Madrid. Fucking hell, blood. See, I hate football. You know, like that. We got everyone inside. You already know, man's back today, 7 o'clock for the watch along and for the preview and then the watch along. That's what we're doing, people. So make sure you follow up the man. Them you already know what it is. Back again, 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? And hopefully, I don't know, bruv. Man said AC. There's no predictions till I see the lineup, my G. If Pogba don't start, we're going out. That's all I'm saying, blood. If Pogba starts, I think he might be able to do a thing.
Oh, it's crunch time for you, man, tonight, innit?
I need 2 goals tonight, bruv. Because we're not keeping a clean sheet in Italy. We're not going there and doing a 1-0 shithouse thing. It's not happening, innit? So
bum time in Manchester.
I need 2 goals, and we need them urgently. You know what I mean? And we need to keep a clean sheet if we can. And I don't see that happening either. So I'm stressed, blood.
Zlatan's back in it.
Yeah, Zlatan's back. And I think Rebic is back as well. And a few other man. So it's going to be peak. I'm not going to lie, bruv. So until I see their team or my team, I can't make no predictions. You get me? But big up you, man. 7 o'clock, man's coming back here. And yeah, it's